Lightning does strike twice in the same place. A lot. The Empire State Building gets struck dozens of times every year.
Yeah.
And hurricanes are going to hit the same spot along the Gulf Coast, especially fairly often. This one is really close in terms of time, though, just 6 weeks ago. This is where Hurricane Delta is right now. It's not the most symmetrical storm in the world, which indicates that it's having a hard time getting itself more organized. But it's strong enough. 115-mile-an-hour sustained winds makes it a Category 3 hurricane. It's going to strengthen marginally as we head through the next 24 hours or so. Now, the forecast path, because it's in 12-hour increments, makes it look like it's going to be a Category 3 hurricane when it makes landfall. There's enough cool water right along the coast here, partly because Hurricane Laura dragged some of that up from underneath. It's likely we can do a Category 2 storm, but still the storm surge, the amount of rain is going to be a significant problem. I'm going to zoom in for a closer look. I'm going to put Laura's path on the map. Look how close that is. It's 14 miles apart. That's it. That's the only difference between where this storm is going to make landfall and where Laura made landfall just a short 6 weeks ago. So folks in southwestern Louisiana cannot get a break. And then it's going to move farther inland. It'll weaken to a tropical storm, a tropical depression, eventually become post-tropical, but it's still going to drop a lot of rain over much of the southeastern U.S. Around here, this is what we've been looking at all day, just that mixture of fog, some smoke and haze, and then some cloud cover farther up in the atmosphere, blocking a lot of the sun and keeping temperatures in the 60s. Everybody's in the 60s right now, from 60 downtown to 69 degrees in Concord, and that fog is going to spread back out as we head through the rest of tonight. These temperatures substantially cooler than they were at this point yesterday for the East Bay, a little cooler for the North Bay, and pretty similar temperatures around the bay and into the Santa Clara Valley. The fog, again, does spread inland as we head through the rest of tonight. And like today, it's going to be slow to back up, but it is going to happen. It's just going to be gradual. By late morning, still reduced visibilities, but not quite as low as they were this morning. And then by tomorrow afternoon, we are going to manage to break through into some sunshine, and that means temperatures might be a degree or two warmer than they were today. The fog could be thick enough to amount to maybe a trace, a few hundredths of an inch of drizzle along the coast, but it's just a 20% chance of that, and a 20% chance of a passing sprinkle, maybe some coastal drizzle, or a brief shower for the North Bay on Saturday. Otherwise, that chance of rain we were talking about earlier in the week has pretty much fizzled out, but at least the cooler temperatures are sticking around for a couple more days. We'll start off mostly in the 50s early tomorrow morning. The coolest spots in the North Bay dipping down into the 40s. By noon, everybody's in the 60s. Still a slow warm-up because of that low cloud cover and fog, and also still some clouds farther up in the atmosphere. But with a little bit more sunshine, temperatures might be a couple degrees warmer inland. That means low 70s for the North Bay and the Santa Clara Valley, mid to upper 70s inland in the East Bay, with mid to upper 60s around the bay and low 60s near the coast. Temperatures will take another step back on Saturday. Looks like a pretty nice day, just that coastal drizzle and maybe a passing shower in the North Bay. And then we start warming up. Sunday looks pleasantly warm. And we're going to be close to 90 degrees inland by Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and even around the bay, temperatures well into the 70s.